All right. I can't believe we're here. We're at the end. I consider this the end of Jedi Apprentice, although technically we have 2 special edition books, but I'll explain the weird caveats with those when we get there. This is Book 18, The Threat Within by Jude Watson. And in it, Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon are sent to a planet that is from the Marvel comic strips to stop sabotages that keep happening to their plants. And then on this planet, the species, they work 7 days a week and they live to work. What the adults don't know is the kids don't want to do that, and they're causing these pranks. And the pranks are starting to lead to terrorism. And that's the main story of this book. However, it's a big character book for both Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon. It's been probably about a year since the last book. Obi-Wan's almost an adult now. And Qui-Gon's starting to realize that Obi-Wan is getting close to knighthood. Although he wouldn't be knighted for like another 6 years, but hey, I don't know. Yeah, Obi-Wan, he's starting to become Qui-Gon's equal in a lot of ways. There's some great stuff between the two of them. Obi-Wan is reflecting a lot on everything that has happened in this series. Specifically, Melinda Dawn gets brought up a lot because Obi-Wan goes undercover in this. And he gets involved with the kids like he did on Melinda Dawn, but he has the wisdom that he did not have on Melinda Dawn. Which is nice, and he's reflecting, and he doesn't want what happened there to happen here. He's trying desperately to prevent that. But he also reflects on all he's gained and all he's lost. It's a real, like, a big send-off for this series. It's the grand finale. And here's the deal. For all intents and purposes, this is the last Jedi Apprentice book. The special editions are 1/2 a Jedi Apprentice book and 1/2 a Jedi Quest book. It started off as a Jedi Apprentice book, the end is a Jedi Quest book. And only one of those is a follow-up to this, and I don't even think it has anything to do with this. It's a standalone thing. The other one technically happens when Obi-Wan's a lot younger, which is really weird. And for the life of me, I can't remember which one's which. But for all intents and purposes, The Threat Within is the grand finale for Jedi Apprentice. And I love that it isn't like, oh, we're going to bring Xanatos back. Oh, it's a Dark Jedi, we gotta fight it. The only lightsaber duel, there is a lightsaber duel that happens, and it is just a sparring match between Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon. There's no anger, there's no nothing. It's just showing, it's really to show their dueling prowess that we see in The Phantom Menace. I think that's the point of it. But like, it also shows how Obi-Wan's grown as a Jedi and how Qui-Gon's grown as a Jedi. And that, in certain regards, Qui-Gon's learning from Obi-Wan. It's great. It's a great send-off for the series. It's probably the best ending we ever got to a Star Wars series ever. Because looking back on all these Jude Watson books, and when we get to them, we can talk about it. Jedi Quest, I think, is a great ending, but it's doesn't leave you on a high note. And that's not the point. Last of the Jedi didn't need to be 10 books. And most of you who read it will probably think the same thing. Rebel Force, it's just, that just felt like folding it in. I think the only 2 YA series I can think of that went for any length of books, like for 10 or more books, that ended this well. Galaxy of Fear ends pretty well. Young Jedi Knights ends really... Young Jedi Knights ending kind of gets retconned to New Jedi Order, so I give that, like... I prefer Jedi Apprentice's ending because it didn't get retconned ever. But yeah, Young Jedi Knights' ending is kind of soured by, everyone has to get knighted again. Like, that's really irritating. I mean, that's only one part of the end of Young Jedi Knights, but, like, it didn't matter because they just went... if I have one complaint about New Jedi Order, it's that. But, anyway, what do I think of Jedi Apprentice 18? Probably one of the best Jedi Apprentice books ever written. It's probably one of Jude Watson's best books. It's a solid 5 out of 5. It's just the perfect way to end this series, really. And the fact we got 2 special editions, I know I poo-pooed on them a little bit. They're not bad. We'll get to them. We'll get to my opinions on them. But anyway, have a good one.